problems. And, I learned to accept the weight gain for a while. And I would just wear dresses, which I do to this day. I would just wear dresses and I would just deal with this weight gain. But I started thinking about it. My husband accepted me. He didn't say anything negative about my body. He understood that that's what I was going through. But we started talking recently about it, and I started researching it because I wanted to know what I could do, not just to lose weight, but so that I could stop gaining weight. That was the main issue, okay? So I researched it, and hello, network marketers out there. I've tried all the supplements out there. When your hormones are imbalanced, it does not work. Seriously, it does not work. None of the stuff out there works when it's hormones. I just want to make that message out there for all the network marketers that might be thinking, okay, let me talk to you about this or that or the other. And that's okay. I understand you're in it to help people, okay? But in my case, you can't help me unless I help myself. And that's what I learned. So, now that being so passionate about this, okay, so the story keeps going on that I researched it. I looked at people that were gaining weight. I looked at people that have had full hysterectomies that were gaining weight. There were many forums online. And the things that worked for them to lose weight, the only thing after hysterectomy to lose weight they found worked was the bioidentical hormones. So that was my first step. I knew that from when I researched it. And then suddenly my hormones stopped working again. Okay. So, and I was getting close to my annual checkup. So, before I went to the annual checkup, I also looked into the bioidentical hormones. I looked into the pellets online, and then I started coming up with a game plan. What am I going to do if even this causes me to gain weight? What am I going to do to keep this from continuously happening? So I started researching weight loss clinics as well, weight loss doctors, and I started noticing they all were doing bioidentical hormone pellets there. So I'm like, well, this must, and even after my research, I said, this must not only be better for your body, this must help you lose weight. And I started thinking, well, okay, what if it doesn't work, okay? What if it doesn't work? Then what's my next option? And I started researching it some more about just weight loss in general, and I found something that was interesting. They have B12 shots that helps you lose weight that weight loss clinics are doing, and a lot of people said that it worked. Well, so that's another back possibility if this didn't work. Okay, and then I looked along about liposuction and the fat freeze, because I'm determined that I'm going to keep myself from getting obese. Yes, you look at me today and you don't think I'm heavy, but for me, I am heavy. I have abdominal fat that I've never had in my life. No matter what kind of junk food I ate, I always had a small belly. And it's so funny, my grandma used to say that all the time to me, and I didn't understand what she meant. But now I actually do, because I'm going through it too. And I guess it was her hormones that caused that belly as well. But anyway, get back to the story. So I have researched all those things as my game plan. That if I couldn't stop gaining weight on our hormones, then my next step would be the B12 shots. Then my third step would be possibly the fat freeze, because I don't want to have the cut on liposuction unless I absolutely have to. So, and then that way I could do that every few years to keep from getting overweight. And that was my idea. And my husband's like, okay, whatever, if you need to do that, we'll do it. Whatever you need to do, we'll do in order for you to feel better about yourself. Or so that you don't get obese, and so that it's not an unhealthy thing and an insulin problem or whatnot. So I went into the gynecologist, long story short, I went into the gynecologist and asked. If he didn't do it, I already had a list set up in my phone on all the doctors that would do the bioidentical hormones. Okay, so went into the doctor's office, said, hey, these hormones aren't working. I'm done with these HRTs. I've had enough of it. All they do is make me gain weight. I'm spending $130 on this cream that's prescription that my insurance supposedly helps pay for. Enough's enough. Do you have a solution? Do you do bioidentical? And I actually told the nurse before I even talked to the doctor. The nurse says, oh yes, we did the bioidentical pellets, and everybody's going to that now because it's better for your body, and it actually does help you lose weight, and there's so many other benefits to the bioidentical hormone. She says, okay, all right, that's great. And she says, oh, we only do the pellets though. So okay, that's fine. And she's like, there is a cost, because insurance doesn't cover it. And she told me the cost was $330. And I started thinking in my head, well, I'm paying $130 a month for cream, $8 a month for the pill that I'm taking. So what's $330 every 3 to 4 months? Seriously, or maybe even, and the doctor said it could go as long as 5 months when I would need a refill. So I said, okay. So I agreed to do it. We did the blood test. The blood test came back this week. I went in Tuesday for the blood test. Shockingly enough, yes, of course, I needed it. Of course, I was low on estrogen. Of course, I was low on testosterone. I already knew that because I was having the night heat flashes, the sweats. And then he also told me something that was shocking to me because I didn't know I had this issue, but he said, you are also very deficient in vitamin D. Oh my God. And the funniest thing, I have to say this, the funniest thing, I had just did a drawing that day to my preferred customers and actually mailed a vitamin D pack to them. But it doesn't matter. I was so low, the 10,000 IU that comes on our vitamin D pack wasn't enough for me right now. So I'm on prescription strength 50,000 a week. To get my vitamin D level up, but I already took my vitamin D packs that I had in my package of my business and put it in the cabinet for when I'm done my prescription after my 8 or 9 weeks doing the prescription. Then I'm gonna go to that so that I make sure I keep my levels up, because vitamin D, which I had no idea, also causes some of these fluctuations in heat flashes, bathroom problems, you name it. Vitamin D helps that. Okay. So, long story short, then I asked, okay, because I was under the impression that day I was going to get the implant. No, they talked about the blood test first, and then they do the implant. Okay. So, before I go into the procedure, I guess I should tell you a little bit about what bioidentical hormones are. Okay, basically, they create these plants. I guess scientists with these plants have created these hormones that are supposed to be healthier or whatnot. They're supposed to act like testosterone and estrogen, but it's not really that. But it acts like it, basically. But, and after research, I do know the pill form is supposed to be better for you than the pellets, okay? So I just want to get that out there. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I read. But I was willing to do the pellet because of all the other good things they had said about the pellets. And a lot of people that I've seen done the pellets have had some success rate. So that is why I decided to go with the pellet. And yes, I still had to sign the waiver about, getting your boobs, your breast chest for breast cancer, because there are some studies that have been told, just like the HRTs, that it could cause some cancer. Okay, so I'm letting y'all know that, okay? So, long story short, okay. Now, I'm going in for the procedure, right? I went in for the procedure on Wednesday. And to be honest with you guys, I was nervous as heck about this procedure. Because small incision, I know I did a biopsy in my arm, it was a small incision, but I had actual stitches, and it actually hurt for a few days to a week. I was actually in pain. So I was thinking to myself, oh God, they're gonna cut me, oh my God, it's gonna suck, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's not as bad as I even imagined. Okay. I went in, sat down, waited for the doctor. The doctor told me just to lay down on my side because they do it kind of by your hip, but it's really your butt, really. But he sprays this numbing spray stuff, which really stunk. That was the worst part, was the smell of that stuff, really, seriously. Then it just felt like a bunch of little bitty needle shots. That's what it really felt like. It didn't feel like a big stick, like an actual shot felt. So anyway, It was really quick, very painless. I did feel immediately like this fluid going into my body. And that's what it felt like to me. It might feel different to other people, but to me, it felt like this fluid going in my body, and I suddenly had to go to the bathroom a lot, pee or whatever. But that's how it felt right away. That's how, it felt in my body. But I have a weird body, so who knows? Other people might not even feel that. But anyway, I was able to drive home because it was not like an anesthesia or whatever. I was able to drive home. I even stepped off and got Remy his pills that he needs. And I was shocked by the amount of money those pills cost. But anyway, we won't go there. It was almost as much as my hormone cream. But anyway, so then I drove home. I was feeling a little discomfort, but I think it was the actual huge Band-Aid they put on top of the small Band-Aid that you have to keep on for like a day. But I got home and I read on the paper to ice it for 30 to 60 minutes to help keep the swelling down. So I did that. I did it for 30 minutes and it helped. I did not, and it might have been the numbing lotion, but I did not feel any pain whatsoever really, except for the uncomfortable of the Band-Aid thing. I did start having side effects right away, but I get side effects on everything, seriously. I got a headache right away. I was feeling extremely tired. So that's how I felt during the day. I just felt like I needed to go to sleep. But I stayed awake for a while, and then I think around 7 o'clock that night, I took a nap, woke up, stayed up a little while longer, then I went to bed. And I slept really late the next day. It was really nice, actually, sleeping so good. But anyway, then the next day I was less tired, but I still had the stupid headache, and I did gain a pound in water weight. I know it's water weight because of what I eat, okay, seriously. I've been watching what I eat, been eating healthy, and before I had this little procedure, I was exercising every day. But I know I'm not supposed to do strenuous exercise for a few days, so I'm not doing any strenuous exercise. But at night when I slept, though, I felt hot. But when I had my biopsy in my arm, it did the same thing, that I thought I was feverish. So I would check my temperature, and I wasn't feverish. It's just how I heal. It's just a weird thing about how I heal. I get really hot, I guess because my body's fighting it and making sure I don't get an infection or something. But it's awesome. It's not awesome, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so today is day, let's see, I had it Wednesday. Today is actually day 2. I did take the Band-Aid off yesterday, the big, huge Band-Aid. And I actually didn't feel any more pain. I didn't really feel pain or uncomfortable. I felt fine, literally fine, except for being a little tired, a little headache, And yesterday I was less tired than the day before. Today I'm a lot less tired than yesterday. So it's like each day I'm improving, which is really great. I'm so excited tomorrow I get to take the little bandage off because that's when they say 3 days. But it really, and how it works is it's the pellet it's like a rice, it's like a piece of rice, I'm told, but it has the hormones in there that slowly release into your body. And at first your body has to get used to it before you start feeling yourself, okay? And I'll be honest, because one more reaction I had. I get emotional easy. Let's see. We were registered for convention yesterday, okay? And I didn't get the ticket I wanted to get. But I'm on the wait list to get that ticket. But I've still got a ticket, okay? I was so upset I didn't get the ticket I didn't want to get. And more so than I would normally be. And it was the hormones. It's my body trying to get used to the hormones, And it's fine, And I got less hot last night as well. So it's starting to really work well for me. And so I can tell it's already a good thing for me. I'm looking forward to next week when I get back to my exercise. I mean, I'm continuously counting my calories. Well, counting meaning eating healthy. And I do the plexus stuff so that I go to the bathroom. And for a while it wasn't working that good, and it's probably because I had a vitamin deficiency, because that all affects that. But I am starting to do the, have more luck with the, the bathroom. And I'm doing a lot better, and I'm happy that things seem to be going better. I just want to get that information out there about what I'm experiencing, and I'll try, maybe instead of doing a new video on Get to Know Me Friday, maybe I'll just keep talking about this and give an update on how this is going, because I really want you guys that are or have had hysterectomies or not had hysterectomies, just having a hormonal imbalance, to get this information so you know. Because honestly, until I was so discouraged about my weight gain, I've had no idea what bioidentical hormones were. I didn't even know it was an option, gals. So, that is why I want to get this message across. I want to have that awareness. I even added myself to some hysterectomy groups. You're not allowed to post live videos on there, but I'm letting them know what I'm doing. And, as I'm public, everybody can follow me, whoever wants to. After you watch my journey, I don't make any money off of this whatsoever, and I'm not even interested in making money off of this whatsoever. I just want to get the message out there to help others. Seriously, that's kind of why I joined my skincare business, is to help others, and that's why I'm talking about this here. And I have so many people I know on my friends list, and even those that are in those hysterectomy groups, that want to hear how it works. So I hope you guys have a fabulous Friday and a fabulous weekend. I'm going to be lounging around all weekend, resting up, letting the hormones start working itself, so Monday I can get back to my regular stuff, exercising my butt off, seriously. Anyway, I hope you guys have an excellent Friday and an excellent weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Later. Bye.